deep state secrets, listen to this. So my lawsuit should have had a hearing on May 13th, 2026. Okay, today is like August something, 20th, I believe it is. So from May 13th to June, that's June 13th, July 13th, August 13th. That's 3 months plus 7 days. Okay? So now, here's what they're doing. So here's the thing. They're saying, oh, we're going to leave this lawsuit in limbo because we're still trying to catch people. He's still a sting operation and we're still trying to get people. But what they're really doing is they're leaving me out so that I can be killed. They're actually still trying to murder me. And then when one of them gets through to kill me and I'm dead, they'll arrest that person and say, we gotcha. And when I'm dead, they'll say, oh, looks like the lawsuit goes away too. So they're trying to kill two birds with one stone by halting the lawsuit, somehow accidentally letting a murder get through, an assassin. Oh, assassin got through. He must have got through our network of, security around you. Oh, oops. Oh, we made a mistake. But we made another arrest. Oh, and the lawsuit goes away. That's what they're doing. That's why, I'm calling you out. Ooh, U.S. government, you are a bunch of bad people. Doing it right under, it's August 20th. Doing it right under Trump's nose. And Trump doesn't know. Trump's over here trying to deal with Iran, terrorists, this State Department, meeting with this person, meeting with that person. The Trump administration isn't watching out for every civilian. Meanwhile, I just had a dream where I saw one of the guys in charge of this thing. He was wearing a dark, either black or I want to say it was dark navy blue, looked like an army uniform, and I got to look it up. Looked like an army uniform, not army, it looked like, I want to say it was U.S. Marshal? I don't know. But here's what he looked like. He was bald, like, I hate to say, he was bald around the top, around the sides. Like, he kind of resembled, I hate to say it this way, but he resembled Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. But his skin color, he wasn't Latino, but he wasn't white. I want to say his skin color to me looked like he was gray. And I hate to call him gray, but he wasn't a dark skin, and he had some sort of Ottoman Turk blood in him. Muslim, Islamic, Ottoman Turk genetics, or something like that. I want to say he wasn't, I hate to say he looked a little bit like Dr. Oz. And I'm going to look up U.S. Marshal uniform. U.S. Marshall. This is a crappy phone. And we'll see what comes up as far as the, and this is just like, I saw one of my judges in a dream, John Kralik. And when he came into the courtroom for the first time, when I saw him 2 weeks later for the first time, it was I could have called him out of a lineup. I saw a vision of Mark Milley months before he was arrested, and then when he got fired, they never said he was actually arrested, but after he got fired, this doesn't show them. Okay, this was the coloration right here of his uniform, and his little star badge looked like that. But he looked like he was in, now in the dream, He wasn't dressed like... uniform. So in the dream, I went through, it looked like the Roybal building, actually, but it might not have been. See, none of these pictures shows them in their uniform. This is showing a bunch of, like, U.S. Marshals, like, geared up. Here's maybe a picture. No, that's not it. It's not showing any of them in there. I'm putting in uniform and it's showing them dressed like this. That's not how he was dressed. He was dressed in a uniform. And I'm trying to see oh, dress uniform right here. U.S. Marshal dress uniform. No, that doesn't look like it. Yeah, it does. It looked like a U.S. Marshal uniform. This is the way he was dressed, like that. Dude, I'm telling you. Okay, so here's what he looks like. He wears glasses like this, but they're bifocal, and they have the little wire that goes along the back. So when you put them off, you take your glasses off, and they hang on your chest like that. He was bald on the top of the head, and he had dark hair around there. Again, I already talked about his skin color. I think he had a mole, a little BB-sized mole on his, no, it would have been on his right cheek. Because when I looked at him, it would have been my right side. So if you turn him around, it was his right cheek. And in the dream, I went blasting through security into this, look, my shirt's on up inside out because I woke up with this dream. And I was thinking about it, and then I got angry. And I was like, putting on my shirt on, I'm going to make a video. So I go blasting through the security of looked like a courthouse, a federal courthouse. It kind of reminded me of the Roybal building. It was definitely not the main courthouse building, the new building that's when you get inside, it's all white marble. It wasn't white marble inside. It was darker colors like the Roybal building. When you first walk into the Roybal building, I went blasting through some back room somewhere. And then it was a big open room with a bunch of cubicles. And I started yelling at this guy. And I started saying, "You're trying to murder me. You're a murderer." And all these other people, they were trying to grab me and drag me out. But as I was accusing him, I said, "Look at his face. Look at him." And he was going. So don't let anybody tell you that they're holding up my case because they want to make more arrests. One reason they're holding my case up is they're hoping that somebody will get through and murder me, and then they'll catch the person who committed the murder, and then I'll be dead, and then they'll say, "Look, we killed two birds with one stone. We made an arrest, we caught a deep state operator, and not only that, but the subject is dead too. The plaintiff in the lawsuit, we couldn't save him. He died." And the reason I say this is they gave me a product the other day that the Lord showed me. I ate it and I consumed it, and then later that night I felt like my heart stopped and then started over again. And that's been happening quite a few times where I'll be laying there and I'm just comfortable, and it's like my heart goes bzz. It's like a pulse. It's like my heart skips a couple of pulse beats, and like almost I die, and then it like jump starts back up, and I'm like, what is that going on with me? So they have got through. They have tried to murder me. This would be just the last week, and it came through Sherm. Yeah, Sherm, the guy in the lawsuit. So, and they're really good at murdering you with them saying, "We didn't know it was something he ate. We got nothing to do with that." Oh, if something he ate came through me, I didn't know that what it was poison. Nothing to do with me. I found it in a dumpster. Whatever I gave him. So Sherm said, "Oh, I found this in a dumpster." And I know you say, why would you? All right, it was marijuana. All right, okay, it was marijuana. And I smoked it. And that's how they've been trying to kill me. I was wondering why God had me smoking so much reefer all the time. It's like, Lord, why? Well, because they're trying to murder you by putting some sort of substance that will stop your heart. And once you breathe it in, and I had a vision where I saw the gray skull, gray dead skull with crossbones, and the black background. Basically the traditional pirate flag with the skull and the crossbones across it, the poison symbol, and it was gray. And the guy in the anyway, so you guys are exposed now. Now you're gonna stand here and say, oh, he just revealed state secrets, we have to kill him. Oh, he's a whistleblower, we have to kill him. I'm not a whistleblower, I'm a plaintiff. And any state secret that I'm aware of is because you perpetrated your wickedness against me and tried to murder me. And now I'm putting all this stuff on YouTube. And now you're going to say, oh, it's a breach of our security. This man needs to die. So that's what was really going on with my lawsuit. And one of the guys involved is a U.S. Marshal who wears a blue uniform. He has his glasses, reading glasses, bifocal glasses. His skin is not dark like a Latino, and it's not white like a white guy. It's kind of a somewhere in the between color. And I want to say he's got some sort of Dr. Oz genetics or some sort of Islamic brownish. I want to say his skin looked gray. And he was older than me, or he might have been around my age, but just didn't age well. Oh, and he has a really ugly wife. People who see him don't notice that he's a really unattractive guy, that just, you don't notice him. You definitely don't think he's attractive. But when you see his wife, you go, oh, that woman. I see his wife wearing a hijab, actually. Like, not all the time, like secretly. And she's ugly. I mean, she's like just at that weight where she wouldn't be considered obese. Just under obese. She's like fat, but not obese. And she's got this big chin. And I think she too has a big mole on her face. And she's just a very unattractive woman. And when her coworkers see his wife, they all nobody says anything, but they all just go, oh. And then they realize, and then they look at him and go, well, I guess it's okay. And he was hired under Obama administration probably, and he's probably oh, anybody knows who I'm talking about who works at the right building. Just the description of his glasses, his hair. Oh, mustache. I forgot to mention the mustache, the thin mustache, that if you shaved it down, it would be like a Hitler mustache. But it comes down to here, it's a thin mustache. And his hair is like not brown. I gotta say, his hair is not gray, like graying hair, but it's like everything about him is like the color of death. I don't know how to describe his hair color either. It's like, I saw a few gray hairs, but his hair is like brownish. And it might be dyed to wash the gray out of his hair. And his mustache, again, it's like, it comes down like this. You know, it's a short mustache. Clean cut. And if you shortened it to here, he'd look like Hitler. He'd have a Hitler mustache. Anyway. Oh, I just called you out. I just described him as best I know how.